Most of us have probably walked the aisles of a Vishal Megamart at some point. It's a household name. But what's really going on behind the scenes? Well, today we're going to crack open their latest corporate report to find out exactly that.
You know, a 100-page report might sound dry, but trust me, it's not just a formality. Think of it like a treasure map to a company's health, its strategy, and its future. So the question is a great one. What secrets is this retail giant hiding in plain sight? Let's dig in.
All right, first things first, let's treat this whole report like the company's annual school report card. We'll start by checking its overall performance.
And with any report card, you've got to start with the grades, right? The big numbers. So how did Vishal Megamart actually do financially last year?
The headline here is pretty straightforward. Healthy growth.
Let's kick things off with the top line. That's revenue from operations. In the last financial year, Vishal Megamart pulled in nearly 9,000 crores. That is a huge number and really gives you a sense of just how much business they're doing.
And here's the bottom line. What really matters? Profit after tax. From all that revenue, the company cleared over 461 crores in pure profit. Now this is the number that tells you if a business is just big or if it's actually running well.
But this is where you really see the story. Just look at that jump when you put the years side by side. Revenue soared from about 7,500 crores to nearly 9,000. And the profit? Whoa! It shot up by over 40%. This isn't just steady growth, folks. That's a massive leap forward in just a single year.
So, okay, the financials look solid. We've got strong growth, healthy profits, and a story, right? Nope, not even close. If we stop here, we miss the most fascinating part. There's a real bombshell hidden in the fine print of this report.
And this brings us to the real story here, the big pivot. The company is in the middle of fundamentally changing its entire identity.
For years, we've known Vishal Megamart as a retailer and a wholesaler. They sell things. But according to this report, that is changing in a big way. They are now officially in the business of manufacturing.
And this isn't some small side project. The report quotes a special resolution confirming they will now undertake the business of manufacturing. And the list of products is huge. We're talking apparel, electronics, furniture, footwear, cosmetics, basically the whole shebang. They're gearing up to make the very things they sell on their shelves.
Let's be really clear here. This is a massive strategic transformation. They're shifting from being a middleman to being the creator. This changes everything about their business, from their supply chains all the way down to their profit margins.
So, with such a big change on the horizon, you've got to ask, is the company's internal engine running smoothly? Let's take a look under the hood at the governance and operations.
Every big company has its numbers checked by an independent auditor. Think of them as the financial referees. In this case, Walker Chandiok & Co. gave the accounts a true and fair view, which is basically auditor speak for a clean bill of health. This tells us that the numbers we've just been looking at are reliable.
Next up, let's talk corporate social responsibility, or CSR. This is a legal requirement for companies of a certain size. They have to spend a portion of their profits on social and environmental projects.
So looking at their spending, the company had an obligation of about 4.3 crores. The report shows they spent 1.8 crores. And the remaining 2.5 crores? Well, as per the rules for ongoing projects, that money was moved right into a special unspent CSR account. The bottom line here? They're following the regulations. Now, corporate reports also have to disclose any major legal headaches. And here we see a couple of things. A pretty big insolvency case was dismissed after the company paid the main amount. There's also a much smaller claim still pending. Crucially, though, the board states right in the report that none of this is expected to impact the company's future.
So, after digging through 100 pages, what have we actually learned? And what does this all mean for the future of Vishal Megamart?
Well, first, the financial report card is looking great. Profits are up significantly. The business is absolutely growing.
Second, the company's engine appears to be running smoothly. The auditors gave a clean report, and they're following all the procedures for things like CSR.
And third, the biggest takeaway of them all. This isn't just a retail company anymore. It's actively turning itself into a manufacturer.
And all of this leaves us with one massive question. This pivot from retailer to manufacturer is incredibly ambitious.
but it's also incredibly challenging. Can a company that has perfected the art of selling products now master the totally different art of making them? That right there is the billion-dollar question we're all going to be watching.